Honestly, there's nothing cooler than crossover events or stories. When two of your favorite games or IPs in general decide to band together to make something special is one of the best things for me. Even more when it's completely out of the blue and doesn't even make sense. Like when two characters from a certain turn-based gacha game appear in one of the most popular games of all time. Or when a certain action RPG gacha franchise has a collab with a Space Expo or Kentucky Fried Chicken. Now, that last one actually has an overlap with today's topic, as for some reason both Arknights and Girls Frontline have had crossovers with Ubisoft games. Arknights has had two entire crossovers with Rainbow Six Siege, anime-fying rainbow operators and isekaiing them into Terra. While Girls Frontline has had a crossover with one of my favorite game franchises of all time, The Division. While the story of this crossover event, Bounty Feast from November of 2020, is nothing to write home about, as it's just the characters participating in an in-game tournament, it's all about the outfits for Vector and HK416. The insane drip that incorporates the visual style of The Division into the general art style of Girls Frontline is out of this world. So, let's just take a look at them. Let's start with the main girl herself, HK416, who appears in this crossover event as the exclusive character Agent 416. In her base outfit, she wields the in-game military P416 with an ACOG scope, vertical grip, and a tan PEQ-15 laser pointer, the last of which is actually not available in The Division. But in my opinion, it kinda helps link her new rifle with her standard one, which has a lot of tan furnishing. Clothing-wise, there isn't much that we can identify from the game itself, aside from the Division Go Bag, which has all the essential gear a Division agent needs, which alongside her ACOG is an exclusive piece of gear, and her gas mask, which takes on the appearance of a, level 16 to 20 gas mask in-game. All we can gather from this outfit is that she has a basic green jacket and a brown Go Bag with no visible gadgets or anything. Her Defender of Manhattan skin, however, adds a lot more for us to identify. Let's start with the gear first. While her Go Bag remains obscure, this time it does carry Seeker Mines, one of which she even holds in her hand, which is kinda interesting considering her skill is a sticky bomb and not said roly-poly mines. Attire-wise, this time Agent 416 dons the outfit of the New York Police Department, wearing the in-game police beanie and police jacket, obviously. Personally, I think this is one of the coolest outfits in both games, as it's one of the best things for the New York setting of the game, though it would have been funny to see 416 wear a sheriff's hat or something. Her weapon is also slightly different in this outfit. Of course, it's still a P416, but this time it seems to be a mix of the custom P416G3, but with the stock of the original one. This time she also has a EXP3 hollow sight instead of the ACOG. Thankfully, this isn't even everything, as while Agent 416 is a proud member of the Strategic Homeland Division, base HK416 also got an outfit for this crossover event. Fangs. And my god, this outfit is glorious. There's so many cool things happening in this outfit if you like The Division. 416 is depicted as a rogue Division agent, marked by the watch being red and not orange, who has also joined the Last Man Battalion, which is clear by her wearing an LMB camo jacket, which we actually cannot wear in-game, but is most often seen by their tank archetype. Even the fact that 416 is wearing a helmet only solidifies her as being a mix of a tank and a rogue agent. Even her weapon reflects her status as like an NPC boss from The Division, with her HK416 having a unique skin with a bunch of wrappings, a unobtainable drum magazine, and an equally unobtainable hollow sight with a magnifier. Honestly, this might just be one of my favorite outfits from Girls Frontline period. But HK416 isn't the only doll to get special treatment this event, as none other than Vector makes an appearance as an exclusive character as well, Agent Vector. And while 416 may have the coolest alt skins, I think Vivi has the most interesting base skin. Looking at her weapon, this version of the Vector actually doesn't appear in the Division at all. It somewhat resembles the first wave Vector, but the colors are all off, the stock is wrong, and it doesn't have the same extensions and so on. It's also worth noting that she has the small magazine visual like the basic tactical Vector has in-game, and even the optic she has isn't in the game. At least the Osprey suppressor is obtainable and also part of her equipment. Funnily enough, just like 416, her skill, Mobile Cover, doesn't really appear in any of her outfits. When looking at the rest of her gear, her bag is quite unique, as while it has the standard go bag sling, her actual bag isn't on her back but to her side, which is even more clear in her damaged art. Vivi also has a round filter for her level 16 to 20 mask, which is less common in general the Division art and stuff, as they mostly have the more cubed style filters. The last interesting bit of her gear is the large yellow biohazard container she has attached to what I can only assume is her actual go bag. This means Vector is exploring the New York City dark zone, the heart of Manhattan that is fully quarantined and needs a mask and has you extract each bit of loot via helicopter. Clothing wise, her yellow raincoat with usable hood is actually from the Division 2. It just doesn't exist in the first game, which only adds to the uniqueness of this Vector. Her skin, Searing Edge, is more obtainable and realistic within the Division, but only slightly. Vector joins the ranks of the New York City Fire Department. She's wearing the in-game firefighter jacket alongside a fire department branded beanie. To keep the silhouette between her base skin and this one vaguely similar, she trades her unique go bag in for a fire hose along her side, and walks around with a fire axe. Again, no way to get a fire hose or fire axe in the Division, but it adds a lot to the thematicness of her being a firefighter alongside 416's policeness. I also like how in this outfit she uses a full gas mask that firefighters use and not a standard half-face one. But just like 416, Base Vector also gets a special skin in this collab called Hellfire, which is one of the most detailed and impressive skins out of the bunch, as Vector joins the Cleaners in eradicating the virus from New York City. Again, a lot of things going on here. First off, she carries a stolen police riot shield like the Rusher archetype of the Cleaners, their logo stamped on it and already cracked by a bullet. Her outfit is actually very unique, as it takes some part from in-game Cleaner archetypes, and a lot of things are just in the general same vibe but not from the enemies at all. The black jacket is taken from the Sniper archetype, but unzipped with the iconic Cleaner visibility vest underneath it. Her hat and the headset mix is also taken from the Sniper, but everything else is original, like the large orange boots and unique gas mask attached to an oxygen tank. Not even the Cleaner Incinerator uses such a design. I also think the damaged version of this skin deserves a look, as unlike 416's, this one adds so much more. Firstly, and this could also just be an inconsistency between the two versions, in the undamaged version her watch is orange, signaling she is a loyal Division agent despite wearing Cleaner gear. But in the damaged version her watch is clearly red, which means she's a rogue agent. Lastly, her flamethrower is really cool and also quite unique, as I'm pretty sure it's not one we actually see in-game used by either Division agents or the Cleaners, but is used for this specific bit of artwork for the faction from the Division 2. It's a pretty cool small detail for one of the coolest skins in the game. Okay, so what was the point of all this yapping? Well, I think the crossover between Girls Frontline and the Division is one of the coolest around, and a perfect example of how you can take the style and visuals from one game into a completely different one and making it work. Each outfit looks like it can come straight from the Division and has just been anime-fied, with no real compromises when it comes to authenticity and vibe. I also just really enjoy these outfits in both of these games, and I rant about this crossover more often than I probably should. Please just go play both the Division and Girls Frontline if you haven't. I am kinda sad that none of these skins feature the iconic flare gun pose though. But what are your thoughts on these outfits, and which is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing or even joining the channel, as I post pretty regular deep dives and reviews into the games that I love.